Hello everyone. I'm going to tie a number 14, what I call a double soft hackle. It's going to have two soft hackle collars. One of them is going to be made out of sparkle emerger yarn, and one of them is going to be made out of partridge marginal covert feather. So we're going to begin with a number 14 nymph hook, 1XL nymph hook, and then I have 8/0 uni thread camel color. So we're going to attach the thread and wind it back to the bend of the hook. Next we're going to tie in our tail, which is actually going to be a sparkle emerger yarn shuck brown color. So we're just going to leave it long for now. Next is some Coats & Clark sewing thread for the ribbing. All right. Next we're going to tie in our dubbing here. This is amber colored rabbit dubbing. We're just going to direct dub it onto the thread. Alright, we're going to take our ribbing Next we'll cut off our shuck here, make it about the same length as the hook shank. Alright, now we'll put on our first soft hackle collar. And this is a ginger color sparkle emerger yarn. Make 2 wraps just to secure it on there. I'm going to cut this a little shorter, but not all the way. Now we'll cut the length to about the length of the hook shank, and then we're going to distribute it around the hook shank so that the end meets the beginning of where we started on it. And then we'll trim off the remaining front fibers here. So you can see we have a hackle collar just right there. And now next we're going to take our marginal covert partridge feather here. The way we prepare this is just take some hackle pliers and grab the very tip fibers like that and sweep the rest of these back. So you have it sort of like this. And then I'll trim off and make a little notch on the front there. Then we'll tie that in. Take our hackle pliers, grab that stem on that feather. Now with each turn of this feather, I'm going to sweep the fibers back and make each turn in front of the previous one, going forward up towards the front of the hook eye. And we'll secure the stem in. Trim it. Now we can cut off any of errant fibers, make it look better here. The marginal covert feathers are very, very webby feather, and sometimes you have to kind of open up all the webbiness to it and separate the fibers. Alright, now we have our thread head made. I'm going to apply some head cement to the thread itself. This keeps from discoloring it too much, and also keeps it from getting into the feather and making it stiff. I'm going to make a 3-turn whip finish here. And then I'll rock the fibers a few times to seat them in the groove there. And then lastly I will trim the thread. And then we have our finished 2 soft hackle fly. Thanks for watching, everybody.